During the course of the Andy Griffith Show's 8-season run, Andy did his fair share of dating, especially during those first 3 seasons. When Sheriff Andy Taylor wasn't upholding the law in Mayberry, he did spend a fair amount of time courting the ladies. So without any further ado, here are Andy's top 5 girlfriends. And don't worry, the fun girls aren't on the list. So, let's start with the first of 2 nurses. Coming in at number 5 is Mary Simpson, played by actress Julie Adams. During the 1962 episode titled The County Nurse, it is quite apparent that Andy has taken a shine to Nurse Mary, who needs to convince Farmer Rafe Hollister to get his tetanus shot. You've got to give props all around to Nurse Mary for her efforts on this episode, not only with Rafe, but Barney as well. There are other women who could have filled the number 5 slot, but clearly Andy had a thing for women in the medical profession. Which leads us to number 4. Mary Simpson again! But wait, this time she's played by actress Sue Ann Langdon. In another Season 2 episode, Andy is looking to get some quality time with Mary, only to have his efforts thwarted by Barney, who doesn't seem to understand that 3 is a crowd. This would be the last time that we would see Nurse Mary, because by the time Season 3 rolled around, there would be a new nurse in town. At number 3, we have the one who didn't get away, school teacher Helen Crump, played by actress Anita Corso. Helen made her debut midway through Season 3 and never went away. Clearly, Andy was smitten with her. Although they would not get married during the show's run, the 2 characters did finally tie the knot on the premiere episode of Mayberry RFD. Finally, Opie had a new ma. Now, I know many of you are saying, what the heck? How come Helen isn't number 1? She must have been. After all, Andy married her. Well, folks, this isn't Andy's list. This is a list compiled based on fan comments on my many Andy Griffith videos. So let's keep going and see who beat out Helen for number 1 and 2. And at the number 2 spot, we've got female druggist Ellie Walker. Portrayed by actress Eleanor Donahue. If it were up to me, she'd be in the number 1 spot. Ellie made 12 appearances on the Andy Griffith Show during Season 1 and then disappeared. I've already talked about why the character vanished in another video. Still, I loved Miss Ellie. I thought she was a spitfire and would have really enjoyed seeing the character stick around, even if ultimately she and Andy had just ended up as friends. So, moving on to number 1. How could it not be anyone other than our other nurse on the list, Miss Peggy? Based on the sheer quantity of comments on my YouTube videos about Peg, it is clear that she is the fan favorite, the one who really got away. Portrayed by actress Joanna Moore, Peggy McMillan has all the qualities that truly would have made a great partner for Andy. Plus, she really liked Opie. She really did. She was kind, generous, and quite frankly, extremely patient with Andy during the 4 episodes that she appeared on during the first half of Season 3. As channel subscriber Red1959 said so very well, Miss Peggy can put her name on my mailbox any day. And last but not least, I've got to bestow an honorable mention upon Thelma Lou's cousin, Karen Moore, who showed up during Season 2 to help course correct Andy's inflated ego just a bit. Yep, the poor guy never stood a chance. So that's it. By the way, thanks to channel subscriber Michael Silv, who posted his own somewhat different ranking on another one of my Andy Griffith videos. What do you think? Do you agree with my rankings? Was Peggy the one who truly got away? Let me know what you think in the comments section. And while you're at it, I'd love a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I would be honored if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I talk about music, movies, and television, mostly from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.